to you by Sunbeam, the best electric appliances made. The Deluxe Sunbeam Mixmaster Food Mixer and Sunbeam Time. New slimline beauty and new dimensions in time for every room in your home. Now, let's all play What's My Line?
Now let's meet our award-winning panel of What's My Line. First, the popular columnist whose voice of Broadway appears in papers coast to coast, Miss Dorothy Kilgallen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And now it's great fun to have back with us again a wonderful, brilliant young comedian who is opening this Thursday night at Basin Street East, Mr. Mort Sahl.
And on my left, I predict that we will soon see the brightest girl I know, but she's also the most attractive girl I know, and I don't love her for her soul alone, Arlene Francis.
Thank you, Mort. And now our dearly beloved, who publishes some of the very best books in the world at Random House, Mr. Bennett, Cerf.
And here, back from the Valley of Decision, ready to lead us up those usual tortuous garden paths again, is John Charles Daly.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and good evening, Dorothy Kilgallen. Nice to have you back again in your place on the panel. Nice to have Mort Sahl here, who last night did a commentary on the current scene at the Overseas Press Club annual awards dinner that practically broke up the house on the Waldorf Astoria. While he did it, was excellent, Mort. Nice to have you with us. And we're up to our old tricks. Bennett's had a rest recently, as you know, which hasn't changed him very much. And as for the rest of the panel, we have no mercy on them either tonight. We'll also have a famous mystery guest before the panel a little bit later in the show, and we'll meet our first challenger after this. And now let's meet our first challenger. Will you come in and sign in, please? Vivian Surratt, is that right? Is it Miss or Mrs.?
Miss.
Miss Surratt. Miss Surratt, may I present the panel? Panel, Miss Surratt, will you join me over here, please? Miss Surratt, where are you from, by the way?
Baxter Springs, Kansas.
Baxter Springs, Kansas. Did they see What's My Line out there often enough so that you know how we keep score?
Yes.
All right, then we'll let the folks at home and those who've joined us in the theater know exactly what your line is. Panel, we can tell you that Miss Surratt is self-employed, and let's put Bennett Cerf to work.
Miss Surratt, Kansas is a famous farming state. Have you got anything whatever to do with agriculture?
No.
John is dubious.
Farming, I mean, by that I
Well,
mean
actually, it may have a small conference. That's what I wanted to do anyway.
Yeah.
Bennett, presuming that you asked the question in its broadest possible sense, I think it would be slightly unfair to deny that there is not some relationship to the broad general area of farming involved in the activity which brought Miss Surratt here tonight. So we'll give you a qualified yes.
Thank you, John. Is there a product involved in what you do,
Yes.
Miss Surratt? Is this a product that you produce or raise?
Yes.
Has this product at any time ever been alive?
No.
1 down and 9 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Is it a manufactured product, then? Yes. It is something other than a vegetable which grows out of the ground? Yes. Is it a useful object? Yes. Could anyone...
Let me say here, so again you're not misled, that this is a product which in this particular term of reference has definite use, but this does not suggest it would always be considered useful. It might have another connotation.
Would it be amusing and decorative as well as useful? would it be amusing or decorative as well as useful?
No.
Well, small conference.
Like this.
Miss Surratt will agree that there is a possibility that the end product of her labors might be used with a sense of decoration.
And Miss Surratt, I know you don't know us very well, but would it be likely that any one of us on the panel would have one of your products or a similar one made somewhere else, perhaps?
Possible.
If we owned one of these things, would we be likely to own just one rather than a dozen or more?
No, not necessarily.
Not necessarily, but by the same token, if we admit to the possibility of your ownership, it's possible that you might have only one.
You could just have one. It
That's
wouldn't
right.
be silly.
It would depend on your general interest in the general area that we're ultimately going to uncover here.
Hello? What?
Is this product solid rather than liquid?
Yes.
Is it consumed in any way? Is it used up?
No, that's 2 down and 8 to go, Mr. Sahl.
Well, here I am sitting wearing the house tie. No. Does it keep things from growing?
Does it keep things
I'm
from
referring to the
growing?
earlier
No.
part of the
3
show.
down and 7 to go, Miss Francis.
Is it a product that would be used in any way in association with any kind of an animal?
Yes.
Would it be used with a 4-legged animal?
Yes.
Would it be something that might be put on to the animal?
No.
4 down and 6 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Would it be something, Miss Surratt, that contributed to the animal's growth or well-being?
No.
5 down and 5 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Would it be something that the animal had that was not an absolute necessity, but that the animal would use rather than the person who owned the animal? No.
No, that's 6 down and 4 to go, Mr. Sahl.
Do you have to transport it in order to distribute it to the animal? What show are you on, John? What planet am I on?
Mort, if we tried to give you even a reasonable reply in the context of the reply that must come to you, we'd all be so confused. You'd be sorry, I'd be sorry, so we'd just give you a no.
I can't help you.
7 down and 3 to go, Miss Francis.
Some of the questions have been so involved that I don't quite understand what...
You may have a 30-second comment.
I didn't understand what Dorothy meant. She's
Yes.
quite right.
Would you listen in on this, because I'm not sure I understood, but as I got the answer to my last question,
Yes.
this object which is produced by our guest is not used by the animal itself, it is used by the owner in connection with the animal. Is that correct?
That is a very fine piece of deduction.
But the animal uses it too.
No, that's what no, in other words...
Then why did we bring the
isn't-
animal up?
It isn't a dog.
The conference...
In other words, it's not a dog bowl, but it might be something you combed a dog with or brushed a dog with, or I don't know, it could be a horse, I don't know.
Well,
But
could it
whatever
be
the
something
animal-
that...
Another idea.
The conference
Would
period
it be
is over.
possible, I am not saying this is it, but could it be something like, only to clarify what Dorothy said for myself, could it be something an animal could lie on? Could it be a mattress or a stool or anything like that? No.
That's
Couldn't be
8 down-
anything like that.
No, that's 8 down and 2 to
What
go,
the heck is the
Mr.
use
Cerf.
of knowing it's an
Now,
animal?
Miss Surratt, you said that it didn't contribute to the animal's well-being or growth. Might it, however, have something to do with transporting the animal from one place to another or leading it?
No.
9 down and 1 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Did you want to have another? All right, go ahead.
Well, I'd just like to ask one question, which I think is fairly safe. Is this something which is used by a person in connection with an animal?
Yes.
A 4-legged animal?
Yes.
Okay, Arlene, I'd like to have a conference.
Maybe it
You
has
have a
something to do with
30-second cut.
milking an animal.
Maybe
You
it
could
does.
milk an
Is
animal.
this animal larger than a poodle?
Yes.
Is it a farm-type animal?
Yes.
Is it a dairy farm-type animal?
No. Sorry, Dorothy.
Okay. Good try.
Well, now here again, you see, we're caught up. Is it a dairy farm type animal?
Lots of animals there on dairy farms, John.
That would include lambs that you might curry favor with.
What?
Or dogs who might haul, or horses who might haul.
Paul.
How are you going to keep them down when you are?
Horses might haul.
You've got another question left, though, haven't you?
No.
Dorothy, we're caught up in very precise semantics here, but you
Don't
said
think
a
we are a
dairy
little caught
farm type animal. On that basis, we give you a qualified yes.
All right. Is it bigger? Is it taller than a cow?
Taller?
Higher than a cow? Higher than a cow?
That's fine. Thank you.
Okay.
10 down and no more to go, and I'm glad we got over that one.
pig.
Miss Surratt is a cattle photographer. She does nothing but take photographs of cattle for sales catalogs and presentation purposes, and I thought you were going to get close to it. It's a very tricky one.
Catalog, I think.
You're the cow's Richard Avedon.
But it was a very tricky one, panel, and I think you got close to it, and you should be congratulated on that.
We didn't feel we got close to it.
Congratulations, everyone.
Well, I was trying to be kind. Well, Miss Surratt, thank you very much for bringing a very puzzling occupation, and nice to have you on What's My Line. That's only a sample, panel. Don't despair. It gets worse. And now will our next challenger come in and sign in, please? William Taylor, right, sir? Mr. Taylor, where are you from?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Cincinnati, Ohio. Mr. Taylor, may I present our panel? How do you do? Would you join me over here, please, sir? You know how we keep score, Mr. Taylor? Sure. All right, then we'll let the good folks in the audience here and those looking at their television sets at home know exactly what your line is. All right, panel. We tell you that Mr. Taylor is self-employed, and let's begin the general questioning with Arlene Francis.
Mr. Taylor, is it possible that you do not look like the job that you have?
It's possible.
I'd say it's possible.
Is there anything entertaining about your job?
No.
No. 1 down and 9 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Mr. Taylor, do you perform a service?
No.
Here again, with your permission, sir, Mr. Taylor is self-employed, so the implication of service is involved somewhere, although it might be in its focus rather narrow. I think with your permission, we'll say that there is a service involved in a very general sense.
Well, whatever it is it performed for and with human beings?
No. Sounds like the ideal employment.
Back to those cows again?
What are you doing this for, Mr. Taylor? No, I think, Bennett, what we're trying to say is the issue of self-employment here indicates that there is a form of service, but the element of service in this context is not important, actually. Certainly it's done, he works with other human beings. The ultimate goal is to benefit some type of human activity.
Well, would your field be either sports or entertainment?
No.
2 down and 8 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Do you deal with, I don't mean in your office or factory or whatever it is where you work, but in the people who take advantage of your services, with people rather than with animals?
Yes.
Do you deal more with men than with women?
Yes.
Does what you do make people happier?
I don't think we can agree that I'm sure that Mr. Taylor would hope that as a result of some contact with what he does and its ultimate result that people are happier, but I don't think we can agree that that is its function, to make people happier. So we'll give you a no. 3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Sahl.
Have you asked them if they're happier? No. Is there hazard involved in your work, Mr. Taylor?
Is there a what?
Hazard involved?
Is this one of the new small cars? Is that what you mean?
We're working on smaller people. Let's keep the cars the way they are.
No, I'd say no, Mr. Sahl.
That's 4 down and 6 to go, Miss Francis.
Do people come to you for your services, Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Do you work indoors?
Yes.
Do you do the work on your premises rather than going to them? 50-50.
I would say that some elements of it would be 50-50, others would all be in one location. But again, I would point out that Mr. Taylor is self-employed.
Yes.
And you're driving on an issue of service, which we can give very little satisfaction to.
Oh, well, shall we find out then whether Mr. Taylor has a product involved with what he does?
Yes.
Is it a useful product?
Yes.
Is it a product that any of us on the panel might be able to use?
I think...
If we didn't care what happened to it?
You had dinner yet? Oh, yeah. You've had dinner? That's too bad. I was going to suggest we go out and have dinner. Just leave it here. No, I would say I think it's possible that you might unwittingly make use of Mr. Taylor's product and be very grateful
Unlikely.
that you had the opportunity, yes.
Grateful that we had the opportunity. Is the product something I could hold in my hand?
I think no.
5 down and 5 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Mr. Taylor, is your product ever used by the United States Armed Forces?
No.
No, I don't think so. 6 down and 4 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Did Mr. Taylor say that Arlene could not hold this in her hand?
He did.
Is it for some reason other than that it's too big?
Yes, I would say that there are other reasons than size involved here.
Is it solid?
Yes.
It is not gaseous.
No.
Well, don't laugh, John. I thought maybe he made oxygen for masks that drop down after it. Well, it could be civilian oxygen. Which we have all the time. All right. Would it be difficult to hold, besides being large?
Oh, for obvious reasons.
Yes.
Dividing the world into animal, vegetable, and mineral, is it animal?
No.
7 down and 3 to go, Mr. Sahl.
Is it vegetable?
8 down and 2 to go, Miss Francis.
Well, it is mineral then.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Would one ever find this product in the house?
No.
9 down and 1 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Is this... Why, certainly does.
30 seconds for a conference.
Could it be something terrible? Oh, this is wrong. Like caves or mountains or something that we haven't even thought of? If
Maybe
it's
it's a
mineral?
minor?
I wouldn't...
Unwittingly, no.
Cincinnati.
No,
He comes
I
from
guess no.
Cincinnati. Only other person I know comes there was Mr.
Okay.
Taylor.
Tear it up.
Mr. Taylor, is your product used at all in buildings?
I would think the answer would probably be no, but with Mr. Taylor's permission, we will agree that there is a bare possibility that use might be indicated under certain special circumstances.
Does the product move by virtue of a motor or under its own power?
No.
No. 10 down and no more to go. Mr. Taylor makes manhole covers. And actually, they're unique manhole covers because they're square manhole covers, actually made out of 2 triangles, and their great feature is that they're silent because with the 2 triangles on 3-point supports held together with knuckle rods, when you hit it, it doesn't clank, clank, blank, bang, smash, and it's a very silent manhole cover, which is something we've been waiting for years.
Silent manhole cover.
Well, we'll see if we can get one for your living room, and then we can say you find them in the home, too. Thank you, Mr. Taylor.
you, Mr.
Nice to have you in it. And by the way, don't think there's no imagination in the manhole cover business. Mr. Taylor's company is known as the Silent Night Company, the silent manhole cover.
Holy night if it's a manhole cover.
We'll meet tonight's mystery guest in just a moment, but first, here is a word from our sponsor. Now we come to the special feature of our program, the appearance of our mystery celebrity, for which my colleagues on the panel, as you know, are blindfolded. Are the blindfolds all in place, panel?
Yes, we can't get anything without them. I don't know.
Good luck. Will our mystery challenger come in and sign in, please? All right, as you know, in the case of the mystery challenger, we go to a different form of questioning. You ask one question at a time, in turn, moving clockwise, and we'll begin with Dorothy Kilgallen.
Have you played the Coconut Grove in Los Angeles within the last 2 months?
That's 1 down and 9 to go, Mr. Sahl.
Are you on strike?
Miss Francis?
And have you been in the theater?
Have you
Yes?
been in the theater, on the legitimate stage?
As opposed to the striking position.
Yes, I have.
Oh, boy.
Mr. Cerf?
Are you a great big handsome He-Man star?
2 down and 8 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Have you red hair?
3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Sahl.
Well, we gather you're physically prepossessing. Is a motion picture you're appearing in this city now?
4 down and 6 to go, Miss Francis.
Are you appearing in a play at the present time?
5 down and 5 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Is there a picture that you're appearing in going to come to New York at sometime in the reasonable future?
Miss Kilgallen.
Well, now, could we have a clarification, John? Is this the picture that she's striking from or another picture that's already in the can?
No, this is a picture that's already in the can. I think we might pause and explain for the folks at home. The reference to strike is, of course, the reference to the present strike in Hollywood of motion picture players.
But I finished my picture just in time.
What?
That's a great song title, Just in Time. I think I'll write a song of that.
All right.
Miss Kilgallen.
Is this picture a dramatic or comedy picture as opposed to a musical?
It's a dramatic picture.
Thank you.
Mr. Sahl.
Did Tennessee Williams write it?
I don't think so.
No, 6 down and 4 to go, Miss Francis.
Do you play serious parts as opposed to the parts of comedians?
Mostly serious.
Mr. Cerf.
Is your picture going to come to the Radio City Music Hall?
I hope so.
But you don't know definitely.
Miss Kilgallen.
Have you made many pictures in foreign countries?
That's 7 down and 3 to go, Mr. Sahl. That's on the many was where we lost that one. Some have been made.
Many
but
what?
Many. Many pictures in foreign countries.
Oh, I see. Did you?
On what count did I lose it, John?
The many.
Oh.
How many is many? If I'd said several, would I have gotten a yes?
Yes, you might have.
Okay.
Mr. Sahl.
Mr. Hitchcock make this last picture?
I live in New York, mostly.
Miss Francis. That's 8 down and 2 to go.
Lives in New York, mostly. She's a husky voice actress. I feel it, but I can't put it anyplace. Don't you? I can't, are you married to someone in the profession?
Mr. Cerf.
Have you ever appeared in a play by Bill Inge?
I'm going to have to rule down for time, actually, because we've run out of time. You may unmask and find Shelley Winters. And to get everything straight, actually, Miss Shelley has been nominated for an Oscar for Diary of Anne Frank, I believe. But the new picture coming, which a theater has not been assigned, we weren't trying to confuse you, actually, is Reach for Tomorrow. But there's no theater assigned to it so that we couldn't answer. Thank you very much, Miss Shelley. It was fun having you with us. We stuck the panel.
This is the first time I ever fooled them, and this is the third time in 10 years that I'm on the program.
It's a joke. It's a joy, and you get a medal tomorrow. Thank you. Panel, you get A for effort, but I must say you haven't done too well tonight. We'll be back after this word from our alternate sponsor. Well, panel, it's always a joy to stick you completely, but I must admit, this was a loaded deck we ran in on you tonight. They were special and very tough, and I think you can still take A for effort and pin it proudly to your lapels. Nice to have you with us, Mort. Hope we'll see you again soon, and good night, Miss Dorothy Kilgallen.
Good night, John, and thank you for your kind, sympathetic remarks that we're all turning in our uniforms as we leave the stage. Goodbye, Mort.
Bye,
See
Dorothy.
you Thursday night.
Yes, you shall. By the way, I'm moving away from home for you people in California. Governor Rockefeller told me to get my own bomb shelter and leave the parents.
Goodbye. Good night, Bennett.
Good night, John. Quick.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for being with us on What's My Line?
What's My Line is a CBS television network production in association with Mark Goodson and Bill Cotton. Al Sims speaking.